Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Craps Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host, Danjo, here with part 52. That was a weird hiccup of, kind of scared me there for a second. Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke. Hope you guys are all doing well. I don't know why I was looking at Hanako's training card. Gotta go into the bag. I'm kind of recording this last minute. This is in the new recording layout. It's pretty good. I like it. It's much better layout for when we have multiple people here. I rearranged after what I called my temporary. Why'd I say that? Temporary? Why'd I say that weird? My temporary streaming setup, and then I rearranged to kind of how things used to be, and then I realized this is not comfortable. And my back was kind of especially bothering me that day, so that really was not helping. But even after my back started feeling better, I did use the repel, right? I didn't just back out. Okay. After the back started feeling a little bit better, I still didn't like the layout. Wasn't comfortable seating. The viewing angles were... I do miss the surfing music. Oh, it's one of these. Can we go down here? I'm enjoying a very hot cup of coffee right now. So I guess I'll explore down here. Kind of playing with one hand at the moment. But not the reason why I usually play with one hand. Oh, giggity goo. Is Maxie in there? What am I need to go... Is there one that drops me in the middle? No, there's not. So even if I go left... Yeah, it's just gonna roll me around, and then I gotta go there, right there, and then up in here. Did that just send me out? Oh my goodness. Dude, these doors make no sense. The layout of this area, 0 sense. That is the third path that goes to the same door. So, like, there's gotta be like an in-between thing that's happening that the game just doesn't animate or something, because that's impossible. And it's been like a week since I've recorded anything like for this game. So, yeah, I don't remember entirely. I did review the footage from last time, but it's about muscle memory, you know, remembering like where to go and what to do. Anyway, so wanted to talk about, since I am recording this kind of last minute, I could talk about more recent stuff, because usually I'm recording these at least a week ahead of schedule, or ahead of time, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I gotta do this again, great. Oh, this place sucks. So yeah, we have a Pokemon Presents coming up. Actually, I'm curious what's wild in here. I'm gonna go ahead and... this. And then up. And then... up. There we go. Which is happening on Pokemon Day, as some people were speculating before. And I was like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. And, Swinub, huh? I'm just gonna Rock Smash this guy. He doesn't have stats. Just get out of here, dude. But, yeah, Tien could... I really wanted him to level up. Anyway, I guess I could go that way if I wanted to avoid fighting these guys, why would I do that? If I dream to become real, we need the power of Pokemon. But meddlers like you use the power of Pokemon to mess with us. Even at a place like this, life just doesn't work the way we need it to. Well, you guys are kind of bad? I know they think they're correct in what they're doing, but... Which is kind of cool. Kind of narratively a refreshing change, I guess. This guy's a split attacker because grass is going to be special and his special attack sucks. But fighting is going to be physical and his physical attack is pretty good. So... Ricky doesn't have any poison moves. Is Arnon? Yeah, he's gonna resist both of them, yeah. His fire resists grass, I'm pretty sure. And flying resists fighting, positive. But, yeah, so we got a Pokemon Presents coming up, and it looks like we might... I have some predictions about this, right? So... I'm going to speculate wildly, alright? There are some things I expect to see. There are some things I would like to see. And then there are some things I would hope to see, but I doubt it's gonna happen. And actually, we just had a Sony State of Play, too, which came out of nowhere. I think they announced it, like, the day of, like a couple hours, like maybe an hour before it happened or something. They're like, by the way, join us for Sony State of Play. It's like, a little warning, guys? Like, Nintendo tells us ahead of time. The Pokemon Company tells us ahead of time. Can we get some ahead, you know? Let us know when that kind of shit's gonna happen. But, I think I know why they didn't make a big deal out of it. It sucked. It was not a good presentation. The best thing they showed was Capcom. Capcom had two things to show. They showed off a Resident Evil 4 remake update, like a new trailer. It was dope. It had gameplay. And they showed a Street Fighter 6 new character trailer for somebody named Lily, I think. I think she's new to Street Fighter, and Cammy, which I was very happy to see Cammy back, because I'm not the biggest Street Fighter fan, but when I play like classic Street Fighter, which is not often, I usually play Cammy or Ryu just because I know his moves, or depending on who I'm playing, who I'm fighting, Dulcine. But yeah, it looks really good. Street Fighter 6 looks incredibly dope. Honestly, I'm a lot more excited about Tekken. Like, the new Tekken looks incredible, and as far as fighting games go, I've always been about either Tekken, Soul Calibur, or Smash, and that's it. But I think that's pretty true for most people that get into fighting games, like they don't play a whole bunch of different ones. And actually, I have a side tangent about that I don't think I have time for right now. Yeah, I'll get into that in the next episode. Sorry, that's a separate rant about fighting games going into next gen, right? PS5, Xbox Series X kind of platforms. Specifically PS5. And I think Tekken... No, it's not going to be a timed exclusive, right? That'd be dumb. Is it? Was Tekken 7 a PS4 only? No. Right? Yeah, so this guy's probably just gonna use fighting types. I would send out Zerpy, but he's already at half health and he doesn't have the best physical defense. I'm just gonna have Lizardon take care of it again. Because he's a little beefier. Anyway. That's still gonna hurt though. Ugh, not that bad, but... just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna give him a Lemonade. I was gonna say Hyper Potion, but he's only he's only missing 60 HP. Yeah, that'll be a full heal. There we go. Anyway. So, Pokemon Presents, right? Let's stay on topic here. Side rant will be the next episode. That'll be about fighting games, next gen. This is about Pokemon Presents, because this might be the last Pokemon episode that comes out before the Pokemon Presents. I'd have to look at the schedule, but I'm fairly positive this is coming out before the 27th, because we have... And I have a stream tomorrow, and I'm going to be streaming on the day of Pokemon Presents. And... yeah, this will be coming out before the presentation. Okay. Okay, so what do I expect to see? Like, we're going to see something about Pokemon Masters EX, or whatever that game's called. Probably something about Pokemon Unite, because they always are like, by the way, we are still supporting this game. Probably something about Pokemon Go. They're likely gonna talk about the patch coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Probably like a little segment of like, hey, by the way, we know you guys are disappointed in the latest game, and it's been out for 4 months now, and we, you know, we sold this many copies, and like a tiny fraction of those copies sold people are playing. Like, we get it, you guys are waiting to play the game until it's like good. They'll probably have some kind of like apology thing about launching the game in the state that it was, and like how they're dedicated to like the performance of the game like being improved, and the game living up to its potential, and stuff like that. And those are all my safe bets for the Pokemon Presents. However, they drew up a new logo a while ago, and I don't have a dark type attack on anybody. Is that real? Anyone would not be a safe bet here. Sorry, I need to make sure I don't completely screw myself. I guess Crush could take care of it? I mean, Oniwan Shadow Punch would be super effective, but... I mean, so would Magical Leaf? But Ricky's part poison, so... yeah, not really a good idea. I guess... and Lizardon wouldn't be... yeah, I guess Crush is the only one who can take care of this. I really wish I had an electric type. I'm kinda miffed that I still don't have one. Or I do. I have Pikachu, I just couldn't find a Thunderstone anywhere, which is really upsetting. I forgot how hard it is to get evolutionary stones in this game. In a randomizer, I should say. In vanilla, it's not bad because you can just go get the shards. And not just in a randomizer, but in a Nuzlocke, because if I wasn't doing a Nuzlocke, I could catch a bunch of Pokemon, and then some of them might be holding shards. But again, random items, so you can't just like farm the ones that would have shards, you know what I mean? So it's completely luck-based, and it's not likely I'm gonna get an evolutionary stone unless I happen to find one. So, but yeah, oh my goodness, really? It sucks. Okay, so withdraws 1 attack. Sorry, so those are my safe bets, right? Okay, he does have confusion. So, yeah. I can't throw out my grass guy or my ghost guy, because they're both part poison. Yay! I'm gonna have to look at Bellossom again, because I do have a Bellossom. I also have a Ludicolo, but I don't really like Ludicolo. And he's got that dual typing, and I have plenty of water types. I don't need another one. Well, Ice Beam would be not very effective, and neither would Surf, and I just don't have a good move here. Fuck. I don't have any Dark type, do I? I should really think about putting a Dark type on my team, because I just realized fighting the Slowbro that may or may not have a water type move. Lizardon might be okay. I mean, in this generation, I don't think he gets any big buster like water moves, and if he does, it's like way later. Let me just look this up, because he hasn't used Water Gun yet, I don't think. But yeah, level 37 Slowbro, like I'm not gonna mess with that. Emerald 37, so he doesn't have Water Gun anymore. He has Withdraw, Headbutt, Disable, and Confusion. And Confusion is the strongest stab move. So, I can throw out Lizardon and use Flying type attacks, which would at least be neutral, and it would at least be stab. So anyway, those are my safe bets. If I was to throw one more safe bet in there, I would probably also say no, that's like I would hope to see. That did kind of hurt. That is not doing a lot of damage. Fuck. I could throw out Zerpy. I mean, he has Swift. You know, if I find a TM for an electric attack, I might just teach it to Zerpy. Espeon, whatever. It's the... you know who I mean. 60, his attack is 62? I mean, that's not terrible, I guess. I mean, Lizardon's only 69? How do they almost have the same attack stat? Charizard, you're supposed to be a pretty good physical attacker. I know you're more of a special attacker, but you're supposed to be a pretty good physical attacker. At least with Zerpy, like, Confusion will do jack shit. Because if he gets crit, it's gonna kill him. So, and I might get stuck in a healing loop. Yeah, not very effective, also same type, yeah. Fucking hell. I hate this fight. I hate this fight. There. Not very effective, don't give a shit, just die. There we go. Corsola, you are rock and gray water. So Ricky out there. Magical Leaf. 4 times effective, stab, get wrecked. Okay. So anyway, yeah, those are all my safe bets. Things I would like to see but I don't expect, right? I would like to see what the next remake is, because we're kind of due for another Pokemon remake. The last one we got was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and that was over, I want to say over a year ago? I think that's right. And the reception to those games was also not great. So I think the Pokemon Company is ready to be a little bit more generous. Now, what do I mean by generous? They're still a company. It's right there in the name. They always have some aces up their sleeves. Always. If something happened, rainy day, what have you, shares down, doesn't really matter. It's fairly safe to assume. I can't push this up, can I? No, I need to push this up, right? And go right or left. Doesn't really matter. And then push. I need to push through one side, right? Oh wait, no, I know how to do this. There we go. That was a little tricky. I like that one. Fury attack, really? Really? One of the worst attacks. I guess Fury Cutter would also be okay. It's 95-40? It starts at 40. It's not bad. If I had like a zoom lens or something like that, that would be dope. And Bug is physical, so I would have to give it to one of my physical attackers. But yeah, Bug is would also be super effective on like a Slowbro, a Psychic type, something like that. So I could put that on Zerpy, but again, it's a physical attack, so... Oh, Super Fang. I forgot about Super Fang. I can't remember if that's... I think it's available HP. I think that's what that is. Who... I guess Tien? No, Tien can't go up against a Psychic type. Neither can... Okay, so candidates would be either Zerpy, Lizardon, Crush, and that's it. So Crush is probably the best option because he has the best physical attack out of all of those. And he's got color change, so kind of doesn't really matter having attacks that are stab. He does already have 2 HMs, which is not great. I don't want to get rid of Body Slam or Ice Beam because stab Body Slam with the paralysis chance is really good, and Ice Beam, of course, just one of the best attacks in the game. I don't want to get rid of it. HMs, however, I can relearn or reteach at any time. So after Dive becomes unnecessary, which I think is after this dungeon, after this level, area, whatever. I think I can have Crush forget that. And then probably Fury Attack. For a hold item, I don't think I have anything that increases accuracy, unfortunately. No, I don't. At least not on me, but... anyway, the next remake. I hope we hear about it. I don't really care what it is, because I know what it might be. Because based on the pattern that they've been doing, it's going to be Gen 5. Now, what do I mean by the pattern? Well, if you look at just solid remakes, right? The first one we had was Fire Red and Leaf Green. Hey, it's Kyogre. Which means Archie is around here somewhere? Yes, he is. Okay. And, let me finish this thought. Okay, we had Fire Red and Leaf Green, right? In the early 2000s, that was like the first like remake we had. That wasn't like a third version like Crystal or Emerald. And then we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver, arguably the best remakes ever on the DS. And then later we had the Gen 3 remakes. They're going numerically is what I mean. The Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And then we didn't have any remakes for quite some time, obviously. Until Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So, because it seems like, and as we know, because it's, you know, been, this is information I've heard from several sources, and it's pretty evident if you look at Game Freak's like development games that they've developed over the years. They have wanted to have other intellectual properties besides Pokemon. However, they are still a company, and Pokemon is their most lucrative little baby boy. It makes them the big bucks. All their other shit has not stuck. Pulseman, that drilling game for the Game Boy Advance, that Switch game that they made that nobody seemed to care about a town, our town, something like that, whatever. Game Freak just hasn't really had a hit besides Pokemon. Tembo the Badass Elephant, I think that was Game Freak too. That's a dope game, by the way. Really cool. Sega published it, I want to say. What was I saying about the thing? Remakes, right. So, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I didn't like that one. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Don't like the art style. Don't like how they shoved the project off to somebody else. I forgot. Oh, wait, no, it's just like a couple of letters. Some mishmash developer that I've never heard of took care of it. And yeah, we don't know what the next remake is. It's probably going to be Black and White and Black and White 2. And if they do... But here's the reason I don't think it'll be Black and White 2. They don't have a game for 2023 that we know about. Game Freak Pokemon Company likes to put out a game pretty much every year, if they can. It doesn't have to be a new mainline game, because like we went, what, like 3-4 years between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet? It was 3 years, I think. And yeah, that's not a lot of time to develop an open world game. Like most open world games take like 5 to 8 years, you know? So yeah, that was, and Game Freak is, I think, fairly small, if I remember correctly. They probably don't mind developing things for the Switch because the Switch is limited hardware. You don't have to make like 4K assets and like get it to run at like 120 frames per second and like 4K and all, you know what I mean? It's more simplistic, right? Plus, with Sword and Shield, they clarified that it had been a while. I think this was with Sword and Shield, because they were working on 3D assets for all Pokemon that could be evergreen, pretty much. So, kind of just reusing. Of course, back in the day, they did like different sprites for the different Pokemons. Pokemon is a plural of Pokemon. I said deers the other day too. Like, no, deer is the plural of deers. Oh my goodness, I'm a fucking idiot. Deer is the plural of deer. There. Sheeps, mices. Anyway. Wow. Okay. So they were making all these assets for Sword and Shield, so for future Pokemon games they wouldn't have to render all these Pokemon and all these animations and all these other things. So it still seemed rushed, right? Sword and Shield, but it looked good. Like the open world areas, that was new to Sword and Shield, that honestly Scarlet and Violet just feels like an evolution of. The wild areas, that's what it's called. People ridiculed that on release, deservingly. It didn't look good, didn't play good, especially if you're online. Yeah, if you wanted to play online in the wild areas and Sword and Shield, oh man, talking about games that don't run well. Still to this day, but again, easy fix for that. Don't play online in the wild areas. I mean, you can still do raid battles together with other people, but like, yeah, the other aspects, how they did it didn't work out. Works way better in Scarlet and Violet. Just saying that. And anyway, the fundamentals of that aside, I don't think they're going to do Black and White next, because Black and White 2 was a direct continuation of Black and White. They're not going to release half of a remake. See what I mean? So if they do Black and White, it'll probably be Black and White 1 and 2 as like one game, which would be incredible because that would make it a longer adventure, and it'd be really sick. However, that means reworking the ROMs. It means a larger project by a lot. So if they were in a hurry and public opinion of Pokemon games is not good, what are they going to do? Well, here's what I hope to see. I'm not expecting it. I already said what my safe bets were. But what I hope to see is the next remake / remaster. It's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on the Switch. And here's why I think it's a very good possibility. It is the easiest thing they could do. All you have to do is upscale those games. Most of the functionality even still works on the 3DS. With the online, with the trading, with everything. like, it works, and it looks good. Alright? Like, I've seen that game on emulators before. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've seen footage where they just upscale. They just do, like, up the internal resolution and upscale the game. Quick little things. And it looks fantastic. I was even just playing it, I've been playing it off and on every so often on my 2DS. And like the 2DS doesn't even have like the big screen, like the new 3DS XL or whatever the hell it's called. And it doesn't even have as fast of a chip. But it looks good. So if you put that on the Switch, upscale that baby. And just make sure it can hold the steady 30 frames or whatever. Dude, in a heartbeat, I would just be like, yes, give me that right now. Like, it has so many Pokemon in the game. It has Mega Evolutions still. It has the Ultra Beasts. A killer soundtrack. Great story. Great world. Alola is just so fun. And it doesn't even feel dated. It feels like a modern JRPG. But it came out towards the end of the 3DS's life cycle, so a lot of people didn't play it, so I think it would sell like gangbusters. Because yeah, a lot of people that have Switches didn't have a 3DS, and if they did, the people that had a 3DS probably didn't have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, unless they were huge Pokemon fanatics already. Pokemaniacs. There we go. So I hope that's it. What it will probably be is no remake announced. They probably will announce one, but it's like 50-50. I would say even less than that, maybe 40-30%. They're going to confirm Pokemon Stadium for the N64 is out the day of, along with Pokemon Red and Blue and Green on the Game Boy, and for for Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack, stupid name, Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Game Boy Advance. So Switch Online getting a trifecta of Pokemon greatness, and of course with Pokemon Stadium on the N64, the transfer pack ability of being able to grab your data from Red, Blue, or Green from the Game Boy. Now, this would be really smart because a lot of people have Switch Online, not the expansion pack. However, in order to take advantage of that functionality with Pokemon Stadium, you would have to have both. In order to play the better looking Gen 3 versions of the first games, you would need the expansion pack. And this would get a ton of people stoked about Pokemon again. Not just Pokemon, but introducing new gamers to the origins of the series. Because as of now, and I've seen some other videos and stuff on like legacy content for the Game Freak when it comes to Pokemon, there's no easy way to go back, play those games, and get those Pokemon. Because you need like original hardware that's getting more and more expensive. You need original carts, same deal. You need freaking Pokemon Bank to work. I don't even know if that's still up. And like a 2DS or a 3DS with like one of the games where you can actually transfer between Game Boy Advance to the DS. It's the DS. That's what it is. It's just a lot of equipment and a lot of things, and I highly doubt Pokemon Company wants to do that. Now, that's my, like, not very much of a stretch hope, right? I hope we get that remake announcement as well. However, I'm going to go into speculation territory here that I'm not even really comfortable with because I doubt this would happen. For the Game Boy, because they're not going to dump everything at once, right? However, if they did red and blue and green and gold and silver and crystal on the Game Boy, that would be sick. They're probably saving Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald for like a future month update, whatever you want to call it. And they're probably saving Pokemon Home compatibility for, again, a future update. Because just getting the transfer pack stuff working between like the Game Boy on Switch Online and the N64 on Switch Online, that's going to be enough of a hurdle and like a big announcement. So again, they're not just going to drop everything all at once, because then what do? Well, if you go through red and blue and green, gold and silver and crystal, and fire red and leaf green, and ruby and sapphire and emerald, you're out of mainline Pokemon games for the current platforms. And then they'd have to do like, oh, by the way, we're also adding DS games to Switch Online. Like, sick. That'd be really cool. But we got... how many games is that? Red, blue, and green, counting those as 3, right? Gold and silver and crystal, that's 3 more, that's 6. Fire red and leaf green, we're up to 8. And ruby, sapphire, and emerald, that's 11. 11 games. And then Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2, right? So 13 games. They could spread that out over like a couple of updates, right? And then the functionality updates over time, right? So they'll probably do red and blue and green in Pokemon Stadium Day 1 with that transfer pack functionality, so people can actually enjoy Pokemon Stadium with their own Pokemon. And then Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Game Boy Advance. And then Pokemon Home compatibility for those games in a future update. Future update hits probably a month or 2 after that, then they'll announce probably Gold and Silver and Ruby and Sapphire. And then after that wave, they'll probably do Crystal on the Game Boy Color and Emerald on the Game Boy Advance. And then, again, after the release of each kind of wave, Pokemon Home compatibility with the things, and then compatibility with Scarlet and Violet. And then all of a sudden, you have all these games that are connected. You have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You have Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, and the retro games on Switch Online. And you can transfer Pokemon between all these games. That would be incredible. And not too unrealistic, because if they're going to add these games to Switch Online, they're going to add some functionality with some of the other things that are present on the Switch, like Pokemon Home, and, you know, being able to trade your Pokemon into the latest game that has the current competitive scene on it. And that would be perfect. That'd be absolutely perfect. And on top of that, a remake happening in the near future? Dude, yes. Now, there is a chance the remake would actually be... and I hate to say this, But yeah, again, the whole DS thing, I don't think it's going to be Black and White 2, specifically also because DS games. So they'd have to rework the games pretty significantly to only be on one screen, also be one game. On Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, yes, that was on the 3DS, also 2 screens, but I feel like that's easier to do because they didn't really utilize the other screen too much aside from Rotom. And more current Pokemon games have addressed this in a way where you don't really need the other screen. Granted, the touchscreen was used for a few things, but as we've seen in ports of Wii games and such, like with Mario Galaxy, you don't need a pointer. You know, you can just use the right analog stick while holding a button. Maybe ZR. You know, there are ways to do the things that you need to do without a touchscreen. You know. But alternatively, if you're in handheld mode, it would also be nice to be able to utilize the touchscreen on the Switch for certain things, like if you want to give your Pokemon pets, or like feed them Pokebeans. Yes, that would be sick. But, like with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, what I mean is generally, your focus is on one of the 2 screens. Even if there's just a button to swap between the screens. Whatever. I don't care. Because honestly, you can't focus on 2 screens at once. It's always going to be one or the other. Multitasking is a myth. Anyway, I've gone on for way too long already. So let's fight Archie. I was going to make this like a shorter video, but I'm like 15 minutes past that point. So let's just take him on. Foo, is you after all, behold. Yeah, Sleeping Kyogre. Did I say... Whatever, it's Kyogre, he's great. Losing my dream, you must disappear now. Okay, we're probably gonna lose a Pokemon or 2. So yeah, those are my hopes for the Pokemon Presents. Like, honestly, they're not gonna announce another mainline Pokemon game so soon after Scarlet and Violet. They're gonna do updates and support Scarlet and Violet for like probably the next 3 years. So, but having a remake that people can really sink their teeth into, yeah, I think they're going to be doing that. It's just Scarlet and Violet is going to be in active development for quite a while. And Crush's color change kind of is a bad thing right now because he might just color change me to Dragon and then use like Dragon Breath or something. I swear, if you're a Dragon Trainer, dude, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Okay, normal, that's fine. I guess what are some other things? Oh. I doubt they're gonna do this late in the thing, but there's that other rumor that like Nintendo is gonna be focusing on releasing themed Switches. Different styles, they're gonna start doing more of them supposedly, which would be pretty cool. Everybody likes a cool design for a handheld, right? However, it's I don't think they're gonna do that. None of this Pokemon Presents. It would be cool. Did I see that he's sending out Kingdra? This son of a bitch. Sending out one of the most OP Pokemon before, like, the most OP non-legendary before the physical special split. I mean, his Pokemon are higher level than mine by a couple. And Ice Beam's gonna be nooch, but it's still a powerful move, and Crush has 87? I mean, Zerpy's like my powerhouse, 105, but Machamp is 110. So I guess Machamp is actually my most powerful for raw attack power. And his defense is, what, 66 and 64? No, it's special attack, 66 and 72. Which actually almost the same as Espeon. That's weird. I thought Espeon had like way higher special D. Huh. So I mean, if I'm gonna be doing neutral attacks anyway, I could just send out Machamp. Or Ricky, because he can't get crit. His defense is only 49, but he's got Leech Seed and Giga Drain and Grass Whistle. Like, he could be, you know, really good. Plus, like, Dragon's gonna resist the grass, but still, you can put him to sleep. And that's special, not physical. Like, both of his things are special. And the fact that he can't get crit, that's a nice bonus. Did I just see a fucking... I think I just saw a fucking spider, but I don't know if I did or not. I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye. I'm just like... Sorry. Don't mean to creep anybody out, I am a little creeped out right now, so... I just thought I'd clarify why I'm not doing anything for a minute. Should be okay. Should be good. He's faster than me, right? I mean, Lapras does have the best special D, but I don't want him to do Twister on Lapras and then get the, you know, color change to Dragon and then get wrecked. I'm just gonna heal Ricky and count how much HP he loses. $23. Okay, so he would have been fine. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for you, dude. Fucking stop missing with Grass Whistle, for fuck's sake. 40? Yeah. Oh, I forgot it can flinch. Shit. Can you just stop doing that, please? Thank you. Jeez. Alright. So, I don't think they can wake up immediately, right? Yeah, getting set up. And he should have a lot more HP than me, so this should actually recover a good amount. Yeah. And it wasn't doing 30, it was doing 23? Yeah, like 2 turns. Yeah. And you can't crit me, dog. Oh, that was a crit. That's all I got back, really? Well, Leech Seed is gonna finish him off, so... Bye-bye. Y'all got rickied. And you have an Altaria, okay. Yeah, Crush is kind of hurt, but I'm just gonna open with Crush Ice Beam, which is gonna be 4 times effective. Like, honestly, Kingdra was the buster. Like, he's 43, I don't give a shit. Ice Beam. Okay, you just wasted your probably only turn, because Color Change hasn't kicked in, so this is a stab Ice Beam. Oh no, look what happened. Get fucked. Oh, dude, almost like 2,000 experience. Yeah, you lost, you fucking dragon user. Piece of shit. Commendia must recognize the red orb I can make Kyogre. Oh. I love Kyogre. Like, his design, his music, the whole water motif, I just love it. Didn't do anything. Why'd the red orb? Where'd Kyogre go? It's a message from our members outside. What is it? It's raining heavily? Yeah, that's why we... Duh. It's raining far harder than we envisioned. You're in danger. Hold your position and monitor the situation. There's something wrong. Red orb is supposed to awaken and control the Kyogre. Why did Kyogre disappear? Why? What have you wrought? Archie, you've finally awoken Kyogre, haven't you? What will happen? What will happen to the world if this downpour continues for all eternity? The world's landmass will drown in the deepening sea. What? Don't get all high and mighty with me. Wasn't it you, Team Magma, that infuriated Groudon? As long as I have this red orb, I should be able to control Kyogre. I should be able to. We don't have time to argue about it here. Get outside and see for yourself, huh? Puns. See if what you've wrought is the world that we desired. Hanako, come on. You have to get out of here, too. Yeah, I get it. What happened? Did I make a mistake? I only wanted... Do you understand now, Archie? Do you finally see how disastrous your dream turned out to be? You have to hurry. You have to do something before the situation goes completely out of control. He'll go all sick house on our asses. I like my ass, gentlemen. Hanako, don't say anything. Oh wait, Maxie? No, Maxie, that's Archie's voice. I know that I have no right to be critical of Archie. By the way things are now, I doubt that we humans will be capable of doing anything about it. But neither can we stand by and just watch helplessly. A responsibility for putting an end to the falls of Archie and me. Poor little Speedy. He was this close to earning his wings. Yeah, it's more like the first episode, Monarch. Anyway, this defies belief. Those super ancient Pokémon. The power is unbelievable. They've upset the balance of nature. Hanako, what is happening? This is terrible. After the scorching heat wave ended, this deluge began. This doesn't stop all of Hoenn. No, the whole world will drown. This huge rain cloud is spreading from above Pseudopolis. What in the world is taking place there? There's no point in arguing here. I don't remember how Steven sounded, so I'm just gonna go with this. Pseudopolis might provide answers. Hanako. I don't know what you intend to do, but don't do anything reckless. Okay, I'm going to Pseudopolis. Okay, we can do whatever. Cool. So I think we're done with all the prerequisite shit. We can go to Pseudopolis now and actually do the final gym soon-ish. I think so. Move to leader was in Lily Cove? No, can I fly to Pseudopolis? I think I still need dive. I probably still need dive. Yeah, because TMs are one-time things, so I don't want to, like, you know, screw that up. But, anyway. I'm going to fly somewhere else to heal up, just in case. Because I want to hit up a Pokemon Center, and Oh, the terrible weather is everywhere, huh? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get more. No, we still have like, what, 50? 44 soda pops? Okay, so we're good on that. Still got plenty of Pokeballs, and we got a full restore, which I don't need, and a deep sea scale, which I also don't need. Okay. Oh my gosh, shut up, Alex. Uh-huh, see you around. Oh good, we got the regular music. So... That is not what was happening graphically a minute ago. Alright. Hanako's PC, I'm just gonna deposit some of the items that I definitely don't need right now. I'm saving for like Elite Four time. I think just the full restore? Is there anything else I wanted to stop and grab things or not? No, that's about need, and repels are fine. 14 super repels should be enough. Okay. Yeah, so gonna call it there. But thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. I know this went longer than it was supposed to. Kind of went into my rant mode and yeah, ended up being in rant mode for too long. But yeah, on the next episode I'll talk about the other rant about fighting games, and that's a shorter one, but really hoping Pokemon Presents is like really tight. On the... But before we get going, it's time once again for the Pokefact of the day, and today's Pokefact is about Snorlax, the sleeping Pokemon, and the latest addition to the team that's not the main team right now, and I just now remembered that Snorlax is in the box. Yeah, I just remembered that. Anyway, the interesting Pokedex entry for this guy that I found interesting, by the way, comes from Pokemon Gold. And this is kind of in a couple of the different games, because Pokedex entries get reused, like, frequently. But this is the earliest mention of this, where it says, what sounds like its cry may actually be its snores, or the rumblings of its hungry belly. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, huh. Because, like, what are... It's kind of one of the age-old questions, right? What are Pokemon cries? They're not actually crying. Is it a mating call? Are they just talking and we don't understand it because we, you know, not... The only translation Pokemon is, like, Meowth, right? But, yeah. So, Snorlax... Have we never heard Snorlax's cry? Is that the implication here? Snorlax is just really quiet. Every time you hear Snorlax's cry, it's just his tummy? His rumbly tummy? I don't know. It's kind of cool though. Anyway, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. And of course, before we get going, a very special thank you going out to Game Freak. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, also Game Freak. And Navalis Draconis, the current Farts and Crap Show members. And if you want to be like, you know, one of these amazing people and support the show a bit more directly and get in on those membership benefits, check out the join button down below. Tier start at $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on series such as this to get made. So if you guys want to help shape the future of that, the type of content, the games that get played here, the playthroughs that we do, check it out. But, you know, totally optional. But, yeah. that's gonna do it for now. So till next time, everybody, take care and have yourselves a beautiful day.